Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 84. And today, we haven't done it in quite some time, but I think this will be a good one as we're going to try to do a Which One Wednesday. So we're going to do Buffalo Trace, matched up with Bowman, the Bowman brothers. So Bowman brothers, they're a distillery out of Virginia. They are in Fredericksburg, Virginia, actually. And it's rumored, not confirmed, that they get their distillate from Buffalo Trace, and it's just finished at the distillery in Virginia. So I think this would be good because they're both 90 proof. They're both similar. Both mash bills are undisclosed. We've kind of gone into pretty significant detail about Buffalo Trace and how they don't release mash bills, age. They just tell you nothing, and you just kind of come up with on your own. And so I think in terms of similar products, the objective of today is to, Bowman Brothers is really reasonable and really easy to get, where Buffalo Trace is just regular Buffalo Trace can be allocated a little bit harder to get to. So maybe Bowman Brothers, based on how it matches up against Buffalo Trace, could be the best option for you, and they're both similarly priced. But yeah, I think we can just go ahead and get into it. So, other Bowman brothers, they're starting to gain some popularity. They just named a distillery after the Bowman brothers, who were Virginia militia officers in the Revolutionary War, and I guess they made a tribute to their heroic acts during the Revolutionary War, which is very typical of most bourbon companies, to where they find some piece of Americana history and they use it as a lever to sell their bourbon or whiskey. So we won't spend too much time on that because this is probably going to eat up some of our time so we can get a good review in. So I think this is rumored to be 6 to 7 years, which is very similar to Buffalo Trace, which is rumored to be 6 or 7 years. And then they are both 90 proof. And I'm glad I had this Buffalo Trace, because the rest of the handles I have, they're all barrel picks. So I think that might have thrown off today's Which One Wednesday. So first we have this Bowman brother. So it's a nice straw color. You smell it on the nose, nice 90 proof, very pleasant. Then you have this Buffalo Trace, and as you can see, they are very, very similar in color. So we might be onto something. So we will go ahead and try Bowman Brothers first. And this is their small batch. Sorry, that was omitted. So notice I get strawberry, get caramel, some floral notes, a little bit of ethanol in there. Might be a little bit younger, but okay. Palate's very smooth, very nice. Get that vanilla caramel. You do kind of get some cherry on there. Very drinkable, not much of a finish. It's gonna be 90 proof, but I think this is, we're off to a good start with the Bowman brothers. So go ahead and we'll go with our Buffalo Trace. Nose, this is a little more fruit forward on the nose. I get more than I did on the Bowman brothers. And you don't really get quite that ethanol on there, just a little bit, but again, nice 90 proof. All right, go and give it a sip. I think this is a little bit more robust in flavor. I'll do one more sip. You get a little more oak, a little more dark cherry on there, some vanilla. Not quite, this is a little bit lighter on the fruit. This is a little more vanilla, this is a little more cherry. Smooth, very drinkable. This has, I think, just has a little bit of a better finish on this. It's just kind of hanging out a little bit more than this one. This one's a little thin. This one is not. All right, let's just go ahead and rate this. So price point, your typical 750 milliliter is going to be around 24 bucks. This is like 30 bucks. So price, I'd give this both a 7. I think the Bowman Brothers is a 6.5. I think this is a 7.5, but as an alternative, I think they taste very similar. I just think there's some nuances that make Buffalo Trace significantly better than Bowman Brothers, even though it's rumored they come from the same distillery. I could say with some confidence that the Bowman Brothers, if you're looking for an alternative for Buffalo Trace, this could easily fit the bill. The very price, taste, I think it's great, but the winner is going to be your Buffalo Trace. All right, guys.